Maker's Mark and Happy Hour Liquor and Bar are partnering on a Valentine's Day gift event.
Love that. Joining us now is Aaron Rothke from Happy Hour Liquor and Bar in my hometown of Nicholasville. So good to see you. What a beautiful setup there.
Well, thank you. Again, congratulations on getting married. I learned briefly that Jim is the one that married them.
That's right.
Cool story.
And we did celebrate with some bourbon, so this sounds like, like a perfect segue. Let's talk about this partnership with Makers. It's just such a classic Kentucky item.
It is. I mean, it's the red wax that everyone knows. Valentine's Day, that the main color is red. It's a beautiful bottle. It's a delicious tasting bottle. I can't think of a more romantic way to tell someone you love them by giving them bourbon.
My husband would agree with you.
He really would. He's a big time fan of it. But tell us more about the partnership and what you are going to be doing with them.
Absolutely. I want to thank the brand manager for Beam Suntory, Max Blankenbaker for setting it up, our distributor, Katie Parrish, for supplying us. We have a sampling license, and one of the beautiful things about bourbon is you don't know if you like it until you've tried it. So we want to have a lot of events where people get to try the alcohol before deciding if they want to buy it. I mean, Beam was so kind, they're going to sample out Maker's Mark, which is what I have here in my glass, and Maker's 46. They're also going to have a cocktail called the Gold Rush. It's a little bit of a take on a whiskey sour. It's not going to have the traditional egg. It's going to have lemon. It's going to have honey. It's going to be very sweet and well balanced. It's perfectly paired to be going with a Maker's Mark. So, I mean, if you can't, Maker's is 90 proof. I'm normally wanting to drink around 110, 120 proof. It's still amazingly delicious. But a cocktail is going to be a little bit more palatable for most people.
We're looking at pictures of your location, and it really is beautiful. You know, people may think this is a liquor store. No, this is like such a beautiful bar. It's just an awesome location. How long have you all been around?
Well, thank you. The store's been around for a little over 9 years. I've owned it for about 17 months. It was kind of always my plan to hopefully have a bar with it. That again, we have over 500 bourbons in the store. We have about 350 bourbons here at the bar. That people would get to try things before buying. I sadly have left some alcohols that I don't enjoy in other people's houses at gatherings. So this is a way with our bar to try something delicious, know that you like it before taking the bottle home. Like I'd like to say, we have a lot of bottles that are looking for a good home to take them home to.
It's like trying on clothes before you.
Yeah.
You want to try on clothes before you buy them, you want to know that it's going to fit, and it's the same thing when it comes to bourbon. So I think that's wonderful.
It is. Something I've always wondered, because I'm a bourbon novice over here, you've got the two bottles of Makers in front of you. Tell me the difference between those two.
That's an amazing question. The Maker's Mark has one mash bill that they run their now expanded product line through. It's been the same mash bill since the 1950s. What they started with is they really like this wheat in bread. And if you go to Maker's Mark, it smells of bread wherever you go. It's a beautiful, gorgeous smell. You're going to want bread if you're there. And it's a wheated bourbon. A lot of bourbons, the second main ingredient is rye. They use a red winter wheat and 16% of it, which is about a medium level of it. Wheated bourbons are a little sweeter. They can have a little bit less of the Kentucky hug, which bourbons are known for, that kind of warm you up and kind of can feel it a little bit coming down. So Maker's Mark, they have one mash bill. They don't age to a certain time. They start tasting it at 5 years and 9 months. It can be as old as 7 years old. They keep tasting it every month until it tastes the way that they want. Maker's 46, again, it's the same mash bill, same process that went on with Maker's Mark. And then they start playing with wood after the fact. They open up the barrel head, and they've been playing with different charring, different toasting, different staves, which staves are what surround the barrel. It's 31 to 36 different staves. And Maker's 46, it just so happened that it was the 46th stave that they experimented with that imparts a little bit more complexity, a little bit more flavor, some more depth. Which it's odd that it's 47% alcohol, 94 proof. But the reason it's named Maker's 46.
You know a lot 46. About this. I'm impressed. Of course you do, and we're running out of time. But we appreciate you so very much for breaking that down. Now I feel like I know the difference between those two.
I love it. And that event happening this Friday. Aaron, thank you so much. Cheers, and have an awesome weekend and an awesome Valentine's Day.
L'chaim, which means to life, happy Valentine's Day, or hopefully not Singles Awareness Day.
Love it.
Single awareness day.